welcome. I'm Nicole and this is Let Knit Be So. I am here today to introduce what is going to be, I think, a two-part video because I've been doing some editing of the stuff that I've already recorded, and yeah, I think probably it's easier if I split it up into two parts so that everyone doesn't fall asleep or get fatigued, because yeah, it was one of those things where once I started filming, I had perhaps underestimated how long it would take to go through stuff. So yeah, so this is part one of my wardrobe review. So I decided that I wanted to have a review overhaul of what is in my wardrobes at the moment, both me-made and shop bought, as a way of really looking at what I want out of my sewing going forward. So yeah, looking at the stuff that I have, with me-mades, thinking about whether I wear things or not, how I wear them, how many of the pieces I have, and just, yeah, generally having a look at what I have so that, in making stuff, I'm not just making stuff because I sew and that's what I do, that I'm really thinking about, yeah, what purpose it's going to serve in my wardrobe, how it's going to fit in with other things I have in my wardrobe, and yeah, does it actually fit with my overall lifestyle as well. So yeah, here's part one. So you're going to see me now going into my wardrobe, and yeah, I hope you enjoy. Okay, so here are my wardrobes. As you can see, I've got two double wardrobes, and then I've got this like little shelving bit in the middle where I've got some baskets. As I said, please excuse the chaos. It is still a work in progress, figuring out where stuff fits best, even though I have lived here for over a year, but we will ignore that. Also ignore the fact that there is a wardrobe with only one handle on it. Drilling is hard, it turns out. And yeah, it's one of those things that, yeah, once you've left it for so long, you sort of stop seeing that it's a thing. But eventually, you can actually see down in the bottom next to the basket, there is the other handle. So I do have it. It's just, yeah. So yeah, let's open up wardrobe number one. So in here, and again, please excuse the chaos. I have not been very good at hanging stuff up at the moment because I knew I was doing this and I wanted to have a good sort out. So it is a bit chaotic and not very neat. So in this wardrobe, I have got a hanging rail, and then I've got this little like ledge, and then I have got all of these drawers. So here has tended to be where I put tops, because obviously you don't want things dragging on that shelf. So for me, being the size I am, tops, even some of the longer ones, generally can fit here without, dragging on the ledge. And then I've got, the drawers. So this is just chaos. There was an attempt at order. So I had tried to put things that are either long sleeve or 3/4 length sleeves towards this end, and then gradually moving towards like t-shirts with short sleeves, and then I've got sort of like the t-shirts have tried to be in here, and then we've got blouses, and then right at the far end I've got some like very much summer only tops, and then I'll just show you the other one. And in wardrobe numero 2 I have a big lot. I'll just stand back so you can see it. So I've got a big hanging rail that goes all the way down, and then I've just got this little ledge where some shoes are hanging out. And so this is where I tend to keep my trousers, skirts, like mostly bottom half things are on this side, so like skirts, jeans, that kind of thing. And then I've got some longer cardigans, and then dresses that obviously would not fit in the other wardrobe. So as you can see, it is a bit of a mishmash. Like, I would like there to be better order, among other things. Obviously I do want to use this as a bit of a, not necessarily a clear out, but an assessment of my wardrobe, what I am actually wearing, what I don't wear, and why I don't wear it, where are the gaps, that kind of thing. So yeah, Okay, so I've come back to wardrobe number 1. The drawer there, the first drawer there, I will not be going into because that is where all of my underwear lives, and you know, we're all friends here, but I draw a line at showing you my underwear drawer on the internet. Just be content to know that I do own underwear, and yeah, so it's like pants, bras, socks, tights, all live in there. Like, don't get me wrong, it does need to sort out. There are, you know, way too many pairs of tights for like how often I wear tights, you know, as is always the thing. And then, you know, how it's like you want to wear a pair and you can't find the exact pair you want because you seem to have like all of the tights under the sun, but not the exact like look, thickness that you require for a given outfit. So yeah, I do definitely need to have a look at some of those, maybe clear out some, you know, I got some socks for Christmas, so you know, there's probably a few pairs in there that could stand to be, you know, moved out of the wardrobe, probably done their time as socks. But yeah, I'm not going to sort that out with you, but it will get done. There's also, I don't think I have any handmade underwear left. I think I made a load a while back, and then I think, yeah, just because, you know, underwear gets worn a lot. You know, the pairs that I did have, you know, done their time and moved on. So yeah, there isn't anything handmade. There is actually some knitted socks in there somewhere, but yeah, I'm not going to risk you seeing all of my smalls for the sake of showing you the couple of pairs of hand knit socks that are in there. In this drawer, I have got, yeah, it's a bit chaotic. So what was the idea behind this drawer? Yeah, there's a mishmash here. I've got some active wear. I have got some like vest tops. I've also got quite a few, you can see under there, I've got quite a few of my sports like team wear. So like some Formula 1, that's a Spurs t-shirt there. So there was an attempt at organisation from that front. And then, yeah, again, this has also got a bit chaotic. So yeah, there's a mismatch of what we got in here. PJs, some more vest tops, a couple of sweatshirts, including some handmade ones, a snood thing. Yeah, it's just all got a bit chaotic. And then in this bottom drawer is mostly jumpers. So again, like some shop bought ones, and also some of my Linda and Jara sweatshirts in here as well, but not very neatly, because I'm a terrible person. And yeah, hopefully you will not all judge me terribly and leave on seeing some of this chaos. So let's get cracking with some assessing. So I'm going to take everything out of the top bit first and lay it all on my bed, and then I'm going to go through it as I put it back in, because I think that seems like a reasonable way to start this off. Okay, so let's start going through the pile. I'm making some notes as I'm doing it. See, got a notepad there. In terms of, yeah, just some things that I'll then like summarize at the end. Maybe do some like fun stats, inspired by Rachel of the French Seams, who did some charts and stuff in her roundup of all of the things she'd made in 2024. And I do like a spreadsheet, so yeah, we'll see. So first we have my Ollier shirt, which I made earlier this year in this minty green and white gingham. Excuse how incredibly wrinkled it is. I really do need to get better at ironing stuff. I think we can all relate that, you know, even when we're sewing, ironing isn't necessarily the most fun of tasks. So yeah, it is very wrinkled. I haven't really worn it, mostly because I feel like the gingham is very like spring, summer, and yeah, when I've made it, it was kind of getting towards the end of the summer, so I haven't worn it yet, but I definitely will. Yeah, I think I want to make another of these that's in a more wintry fabric. I've got some brush flannel that I want to do that with. Next I have the green Vera top by Forget Me Not Patterns that I made recently when I had some cotton jersey from Handmade in some plain colours to try out this pattern. I haven't actually worn this yet. I don't know why. I think I've forgotten about it a little bit, so I might need to remember it. I also felt because it's because of the shape of the body, it's a little bit less good for wearing, like layering. It kind of needs to be worn separately. And also I think I'm just bad at picking out basic tops when they're not going underneath something. If I'm wearing like jeans, I always want then like a pattern top. Then I have my bowline sweater from Paper Cut. This I have worn, but not very much. This fabric, it is quite thin. It's like I think it's a viscose, but quite a thin viscose jersey. And so yeah, you kind of have to have the right thing of something to wear over the top of it, because it is long sleeve, so it's not really a summer top. So yeah, that one hasn't really got worn that much. Then I've got a top which is in the like long sleeved section, but I would say this is very much a summer top because of the print. This is the Adrian Vowels from Friday Pattern Company. I have not worn this since I made it, and I think the reason for that is, if you look at this body, like it is really small in the body. Like the sleeves were fine and kind of the fit up here was fine, but this body, and I made this in this like viscose jersey, the Lady McElroy print. It's very clingy. I don't know how I would feel about it now. I'm maybe like slightly smaller than I was when I first made this, but yeah, I think this top, because it's so thin, it is just very clingy, and that has been what's dissuaded me from wearing it. Then I have this Mandy Boat tee, which is a Tessuti pattern, and this cool fun dinosaur print jersey. It's kind of fallen off of the hanger. This hanger is very bent. The reason I don't wear this is because the sleeves are super tight. Again, I haven't worn this in a while, so yeah, maybe I should try it on again to see how I feel about it. But yeah, that pattern, yeah, the sleeves are just ridiculously small. So yeah, I did have some more of these, and this is kind of the only one that has survived in the wardrobe this long. So it might be that it doesn't survive for much longer, because yeah, it's not getting worn, not even as like a pajama top. But yeah, I think I do just need to try it on and see if it is still as tight as I remember the arms being, because yeah, especially where they're like 3/4 length sleeves, obviously it tends to be where your arm, you know, if that was at my wrist, it will be fine, but it's not. That's like, yeah, just below your elbow, and it can get very irritating. Next I have this Clementine top, which is a relatively recent make. It was a whip that had been lingering that I finally got made up. Again, very creased. I haven't worn it yet. The cowl neck is very creased. I haven't worn it yet, and the reason I haven't worn it yet is because it needs a little bit of altering. So first off, there's a hole. So I've just managed to miss catching all of the layers in the seam when I did that. But when I tried it on, the sleeves were quite far from like the point of my shoulder. So all it needs, and I could, you know, kill two birds with one stone in fixing the hole and fixing that, is to just like, you know, sew a smaller seam allowance, the arm seams, to just bring it in a little bit. And I think that's all it would need. And then I would definitely wear it, because the body was great. I love the princess seams. And yeah, I do also want to have a go at there's a dress version of this, so Get Me Not patterns. Next I have my two gable tops. I have this one, which is in like a lilac-y leopard fabric, and then this one in the Danish design, like pink florals. And yeah, I wear these all the time, love them. So I definitely think I need at least one more, for, yeah, especially, you know, I know they're long sleeved, but you know, we're not exactly tropical weather in the UK, so you know, you can wear long sleeve tops for a reasonable amount of time into the spring usually. So yeah, those are definite staples. I've then got my plantain tee in the navy and white stripe fabric. Yeah, a great basic. I did used to have a few more of these, but yeah, they, you know, have been worn a lot, so I think probably I need at least something like this more. But I have just obviously made the lark tee, which I think is very similar, and so I might make one of those in the like different neckline to the one I made, which I might as well bring that in. Yeah, so I've got the lark tee that I made just recently that you'll have seen, that yeah, probably is very similar to that, or it was like, look how much longer look how much longer it is folded up, but yeah, that's what I mean when I said that this top was long, because yeah, look how much longer it is at that. So yeah, if I do adjust it, it's going to take at least a couple of inches off the bottom. But yeah, those are definite good basics for either wearing with separates or wearing layered under a pinafore. Then I have got two plains for once. I feel like these are my most worn plain tops. So these are so you've got the teal one and the like magenta-y purpley one. So these are the iris tee from Forget Me Not with the little pleat detail on the sleeve. Yeah, wear these all the time. A great basic. And then the last top in the long sleeved category, that's in my tops at least, is this one. So this is the Soho 7 Tabor v-neck, and this is the sweater version. So you can see I've got the big overlapping collar, and then it's got the split hem. I haven't really worn that this much, and I think part of the reason is that this fabric, I'm not sure that this colour suits me. It's more of a like browny maroon than like, I think I wanted something like this when I ordered it, and like this is not the same, and I think, yeah, it's a less, yeah, I'm not as keen on that colour, but I should at least try. You know, it is nice, it's cosy, it's like I think it's a modal. I got it from Guthrie and Garney show, and yeah, it is a nice fabric, but yeah, not one that I reach for a lot. So that is all of the long sleeved tops, mostly, I think. I'm probably going to find some more as I go through and find bits in the chaos. Okay, so next, definitely not handmade, but present in my wardrobe, are my football shirts. So I've got 3 at the moment, 2 away ones, and then a home one. This is the one I'm wearing at the moment that is currently unbeaten at Brisbane Road for the women's team. It hasn't had so much luck for the men's team, but yeah, every time we've worn this season at the women's home games, we have won. So I would like to collect some more, but I tend to buy them at like the end of the season when they're selling off like that year's kit really cheap, because to buy new they are quite expensive, especially for what they are. But yeah, those are definitely staying in our wardrobe, even if they only get worn on match days. Okay, so next up I've got jersey tops, which I do have rather a lot of, as you might expect, because I do love sewing with jersey. But I think some of these definitely have reached the point where they need to be downgraded, and usually what I have hanging up is stuff that I would wear like out of the house. You know, and then anything that I've kind of downgraded to, you know, only being suitable for like kicking about the flat or doing something messy, or a pajama top, which is what ends up a lot of the time. The t-shirts, once they've, you know, they're looking a bit, you know, less than great after being well worn, they tend to like go and be pajama tops. So I've got this black one, which is a jean top. This fabric, like, it's not coming across, yeah, it's coming across better now, that you can see that this has bubbled quite a lot. So I wouldn't wear this now. Like, I don't think it looks terrible, but yeah, I wouldn't wear this now because you could kind of get away with it looking like a mole, but yeah, it has bubbled quite a bit. So I think I make the executive decision now with you guys to, yeah, that one is going in the pyjama pile. Got a short-bought basic white t-shirt, which I don't actually wear. I think I should. I think, you know, one of my goals or aspirations was to do more balancing of patterns and plains, so I'm going to keep this in the hope that I, you know, can use it for that. Another jean top, again, I'm going to zoom in and hopefully you can see. This one, yeah, has been well worn. I have a batch of t-shirts where, like, I was staying with my parents when I was looking to buy this flat, and yeah, so I had only like a small section of clothes with me, so like the t-shirts that I kept to wear in that period, they, you know, they got worn and washed a lot more than they would have done in a normal situation because they were all I had, and that is one of them, so that can go into the downgrade pile. Next I've got my stripy Tarifa tee, which I love, even though it is a bit short, but I definitely want to make some more of these. Then I've got quite a few iris tees. So I've got this one, this fabric, it's so pretty, it's such a shame. I don't know if you can see, like, it has just worn so badly at like the seams. It doesn't have a lot of actual like elasticity, this cotton jersey, and yeah, it's just not done too great. I'm gonna leave it in here for now just because it is more of a like summery top, obviously, so I don't really wear it at this point. But yeah, it's yeah, a bit of a shame. Then I've got this one, which I love this print. I would really like some more of this jersey because, yeah, this again was one of the ones that was with me for a long time, and yeah, you can see the bobbling. So we're gonna put that one in the pile as well. Then I have this one. This is just another iris tee, forget me not patterns. I need to sort out some of these that I didn't do the sleeves the way I would want them to. Like, it's so annoying and I haven't tacked it down. I think I need to, and that's maybe why I don't reach for this one as often. So that's probably why it looks, the jersey looks so good in comparison to some of those others. So I'm going to keep that, but it needs fixing. Ooh. Then I have a Telly and the Buttons Frankie top. So it's got the raglan sleeves. I don't wear this. I don't really know why. I think the sleeves are a bit of a weird length. I sort of wish they were, it's caught on the hanger. I wish the sleeves were a bit longer. Yeah, I don't know why I don't wear this one. But I'm going to leave it there for now. This obviously is a recent jean t-shirt in the fun peacock tropical flower prints. That's definitely staying. I've got another iris tee. Again, this was one of the faithful. You can see the bobbling in here. I might try and give some of them a go. I do have one of those like gleaner tool things that you can try and remove bubbles from, but it is, you know, it is also a little bit, the colour is also a little bit faded as well. So I'm going to put that in the pile. Another jean t-shirt in this cotton jersey. Adam Sews has a t-shirt in this fabric as well. This like, it's like grey with these like paint splatters. So every time I see him wearing his, I'm like, we could be twinsies with this. Yeah, I wear that quite a bit, so that can stay in this section. This is another jean t-shirt again. This is one I haven't actually worn that much. Look at that. I never want to like make comments about fabric in terms of, oh, this was really poor quality. Because obviously everyone treats their things differently, you know, obviously there's a lot of variables, you know, washing detergent you use, how you use your washing machine, the hardness of the water. You know, I live in a flat, so I don't have any outside space, so I can't, you know, hang clothes on a washing line to dry. So in the summer, it's okay. I do have like a rack that I can hang things off, and when it's summer and it's really warm, things dry off really quickly. But you know, this time of year, I have no option but to use my tumble dryer. Otherwise, things would be wet and damp in the house for like days on end. But yeah, I haven't worn this very much, and it hasn't done very well. It looks okay from like a distance, and then if you look up close, it's not great. So that's also going to go in the downgrade pile. Then I've got a couple of these. So this is the Tabor V-neck, the short sleeve version, these like big sleeve tabs, in a viscose jersey. I love this print, so I wear this one a lot. And I've got this other one here, same pattern and design in this like floral. So yeah, I wear those quite a bit. I feel like they're more of a summer one in the viscose jersey, but yeah, on a good day with a big cardi over, you can wear it this time of year as well. And then I have my Tulia tee by sewing by Mazin. This was very much a spring summer top, yeah, again in viscose jersey. I do love it, and I do want to make a few more for the spring summer when that comes around. But yeah, not really getting much wear at this point of the year. And I found a few more t-shirts. So I've got another jean and some viscose. Yep, love this one, wear that a lot. Got another iris tee in this nice blue with speckles, cotton jersey, so that's a keeper. I've got, so I made a jean in again some plain fabric, and yeah, because I was, this was my start, an attempt of, having some more things in basics. I just don't reach for it to wear, and I don't know whether it's because I've just picked the wrong like plain colour, and yeah, it's difficult to know what to wear with it. So I'm going to leave it here for now, but I feel like it might need to go into like the pyjama section, because I would definitely wear it as a pyjama top. But I think, there's nothing wrong with the quality of the fabric, because like I say, I've barely worn it. It's just, it doesn't fit in the category of wearing out the house. And then I do have this other Tabor V-neck. This is one, I think this is one of the first ones I made, and I made it with the thinner neckband, and it's, as you can see there, it's very woogly and not something that you can press out. So yeah, I just don't reach for it. Also, I think this fabric was from a subscription box when I had one, and it's not really my colours particularly. So I think this one also needs to go in the downgrade pile. Alright, now we're on to woven tops, which is something that I mentioned in my Make 9 plans that I really want to focus on this year, because I don't have that many, and again, of these ones that I'm about to show you, some of them are really not wearing for various reasons. So I have got, where are we? Let's put all these together. So I've got 1, 2, 3. Is that it? Yeah, 3 tilling the buttons, Stevie tops. So that one's actually back to front, so that's the back where it ties up. So yeah, these I need to try on probably. I think part of the problem with these wovens is that they feel very much summery, and we had an awful summer this past year in the UK, so even when it did get to the right weather for them, like, they just didn't get worn very much. So yeah, I think that's part of it, but also I'm not sure that they're like the best fitting things. I think they feel a bit awkward across the bust. But I do need to try them on, I think. And then, yeah, I'm going to figure out what is going to be my go-to. Like, I feel like I figured out with my jersey what my go-to patterns are. I don't feel like I've got that for the wovens yet. So, yeah. Then I have, let's put these together as well. So I've got 1, 2, 3. Oh, I think I've just seen another Stevie top actually. So I've got 3 grain line scout tees. So again in cotton lawns. I really love this fabric. Like, look at the birds and there's actually like little silver metallic bits. Really pretty fabric that I got from a show. Again, yeah, partly not worn because the summer was so awful. Partly again, yeah, again the scout tee, like, it doesn't have, it's a very like simple basic top. It just doesn't have any like real shaping, and I'm not necessarily sure that that's the most flattering thing. So yeah, again, I think I need to try some of these on again to see how I feel. This one, what is this? I think this is also a scout tee in this really cool print. I think this is Liberty fabric that I like customized to have it's inside out, which is why this is so difficult. But I put some like tabs on it. But yeah, I think I just don't reach for woven things, and I think I need to. I think part of it is like habit that I always reach for the jersey tops, and part of it, yeah, is that I don't think I've found my like, yeah, favourite woven patterns yet. Although I say this, so I've got my Tilly and the Buttons Nell top, which I do love. Again, I finished making it right towards like the end of the warmer weather, so it's not really something that I would reach for at the moment because it's short sleeved, and you know, I made the like puffball sleeve version, which doesn't look that great because I haven't ironed stuff, but it's not really something you can easily wear under like a thick cardi to layer. But I do want to try this again in a smaller size because I think, yeah, I just made the slightly too big a size. And I have got this, which is the oh, I forgot. Hey June, and it's the Willamette shirt. So it's in this like viscose linen with all of these cool little lobsters on. And I do love this. The only reason I don't love it like 100% is I picked the wrong interfacing. So you've got this like placket bit and it's quite stiff. But I do definitely want to make this. It's kind of a little bit like the Friday Pattern Company Donny shirt, but I think it's a little bit more involved than that pattern. But yeah, I do like this. But again, very much a spring summer. Then I have got my fleur top that I made. Yeah, again, it's just not the weather for it at the moment. I would really like to try making a long sleeved version. I think that would be quite cute. If you had a more autumn wintry fabric, I think you could make it work if you hacked the sleeves. So yeah. Now, I said I hadn't found my woven pattern. I do really love this. So this is the Friday Pattern Company sagebrush top. I do have another one, but I think it might be hiding in the other wardrobe. I think there's a few woven tops in there because I've been running out of space. But now I have like downgraded some t-shirts. I think I should fit it all in. But yeah, this is the Friday Pattern Company sagebrush, and I do love this pattern. I like the scrunchy big sleeves. I like the little tiny ruffle. So this is in some viscose. I can't remember where I got that from. I've got the pink version of this fabric as well that I haven't made up yet. So yeah, definitely would like some more sagebrushes. Then we have, let's put this. So this is another Stevie, but this is a viscose Stevie, which I feel like I would like better than the, yes, this is a viscose Stevie. I think I need to tack down the sleeves better because they're flipping about. I feel like I like it better in the drapier fabric than I do in the cottons, so maybe there's something in that. I've got some these hangers are a bit too big for some of these tops. So I have, this is another Hey June pattern, is the Lucerne blouse, I want to say, and it's got these lovely like tie bits which were an absolute pain in the bum to sew if I remember rightly, or I just wasn't getting it. But yeah, it's in this nice Atelier brunette fabric and I just haven't worn it. I can't remember why. It does have this big facing which I feel like just flips about like no man's business, like facings like that often do. But yeah, I don't know why I haven't reached for that, because it is, it's a dark fabric, like this would be quite nice this time of year. But yeah, I don't seem to wear it. And then the last three things that are in here are some True Bias Ogden camis. So I've got one cotton one and two, got this viscose with tigers on, and this other viscose blue one. Yeah, obviously those are very much, it's very warm summer vibes. I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with them in that I really like them. I want to like them, and it's a very easy pattern. Also is good for like when you don't have a large amount of fabric. But I tend to not be so comfortable with like things that don't have a lot of straps. Like I don't really enjoy the fact that these have such tiny straps, and they're quite probably not for some people, but they feel quite exposing to me. And as someone who only has like a very small bust, I feel like it's very easy in this kind of things to like accidentally be flashing a lot of your bra because they have a tendency to gape, and maybe it's just that I've not perfected the fit. They don't obviously have any darts or shaping or anything like that. They are just meant to be like a little drapey cami. But yeah, I think I would prefer like a more like a tank top in a woven, something like the Helen's Closet like Ashton top, that kind of thing. I'm just not a fan of like spaghetti traps and feeling like I'm naked up top, even though I'm not. I also have, you'll see it a bit later, but I've got I made actually the first thing I made out of this fabric, which again I think was from a subscription box. I made a skirt, and then I had enough fabric left over to make this cami. So the way that I have worn this is with the skirt and with it like tucked in, so it looks like a dress, but it's actually two separate things. But that again was in like at home in the when it was really, really, really hot, which doesn't happen very often in the UK. Okay, I had a look in the other wardrobe and I found the last few woven tops that hadn't fitted in here before. So first up is the Anna Allen Anthea blouse, which I have posted about on one of my earlier videos. I had a real nightmare with the buttons and everything, and yeah, I haven't worn this. I don't feel like it has the best fit. It's a bit tight in the underarms, so yeah, I'm not sure how long this is going to live in the wardrobe. I think if I make that pattern again, I need to do something to the fit. And this is my other sage brush that I have. So this is a Dashwood Studios viscose, this lovely floral. See the lovely ruffle. So yeah, that one again. This was, I have worn this a reasonable amount. So this is the Paper Cut Patterns Nexus blouse, which I really loved when I saw other people's versions of. And I think that I've got this in this lovely Atelier brunette. I think it's a double gauze. But it is quite, the neckline, it doesn't look it from here, but the neckline does come quite low. And again, I feel like it's almost like unbalanced on me, like having like that much exposed at the top and then it being quite a it's got these lovely big chunky sleeves here. But yeah, I also don't think I found the best way to style it either, so maybe I need to look at that, because it is really lovely. It's just I don't reach for it. Alright, I'm going to stop the video here for part 1. Come back and I hope you will join me for part 2. You can obviously click the subscribe button to be notified if you haven't subscribed already, to come back for when part 2 is put live. I'm not exactly sure of the schedule yet, but it will be within the next week or so, hopefully, once all my editing is sorted. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'd love to hear your thoughts, if there's any similarities in your wardrobe, anything that strikes a strikes a chord with you. I would love to hear in the comments. All right, thank you very much, everyone. Bye.